Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and these are my top 3 Freeride GNU boards of the 2020 season. They're all stable, they all float really well, and they're all really fast. Most people who ride these decks tend to ride them one direction, but you can still ride them switch if you'd like. They'll kind of hit within a different price point range, and they all fit within the category really well. I'm going to start them out in random order with this one. This is called the Anti-Gravity. This is a directional style board, obviously. The stance is set back a full inch, and of course it has a C3 camber dominant profile in a very aggressive style shape that has a nice style arc to it. And my favorite thing about the Anti-Gravity is that it actually has a really aggressive out of a turn. So even though it has a directional shape and it has a nice floating style nose, when you put this thing on hard pack, it really does bite down well, specifically with the magnet traction edges. This is the most price-friendly board of the bunch. And then we have this one. This is a Carve deck. This is one of Blake Paul's kind of brainchild style decks, all on Freeride. Directional board, of course. The stance is set back 1.5 inches. It's the most directional style shape of the 3 here, but it features a looser profile shape than you'll find in the other 2 boards. It's called XC2. It's a hybrid shape. As you see, it teeter-totters. There's reverse camber between the feet, camber underneath each foot to the contact points that are raised up. So uniquely enough, the Carve, even though it does have a nice gradual sweeping nose, big setback stance, and a hybrid loose profile, it still features a stiffer than average flex rating. So it's kind of a unique feel because it's loose, but it's still stable where it needs to be. It's really well-rounded Freeride style board that's not too aggressive. Lastly is the most aggressive deck out of the 3. It's called the Billy Goat. Tim Cummins is the rider behind it. He rides this in backcountry. He rides it in big slalom, which I think is kind of wild because it has a fairly large side cut radius. It has a directional style shaping, of course. The nose is a little bit longer and taller than what you'll find in the tail. The stance is set back 3/4 of an inch, really not too much. And it also features the C3 profile shape that is found, of course, in an Anti-Gravity. The thing about this deck, the Billy Goat, with that camber profile shape, is that instead of it having a kind of like a back foot heavy kind of steer ride to it, it's a little bit more front foot focused. And I really like that in a Freeride deck because when I ride, I'm a little bit more forward, even when I'm riding in pretty deep snow. If you want a hard charging deck, out of the 3 lined up here, this is going to be the one. So again, from my perspective, these are my top 3 Freeride decks from the GNU lineup for the 2020 season. Again, in random order, we've got the Billy Goat, the Anti-Gravity, and the Carve. All great boards that you can see at thehouse.com by selecting the links below in the description. Leave me a comment or question. Let me know what you think of the picks. Subscribe to the channel there. Check out more vids there. And hopefully I'll see you guys on snow. Peace.